Hey everybody, Sean here, Boosted Miata. So I've got a really bad problem with my idle, so come on, let's check it out. What was happening was the idle was totally out of control. It started off at 1500 RPM, and I was like, that's weird. It just wasn't coming down, so I adjusted my closed loop idle settings in Megasquirt, and it just wasn't fixing the problem. I couldn't get my idle to reduce through the software. So I decided to turn off the motor and look for vacuum leaks. Couldn't find any. Turned the motor back on, and the idle jumped to 3,000, then 3,500, and almost 4,000. So I had to shut it down, and it was just going out of control. So what I decided to do was take apart my throttle body. Since I didn't find any vacuum leaks, which will generally increase your idle, and I didn't hear anything, I took the throttle body off, and then I got access to the idle control valve, which actually sits on the throttle body, but I pulled it off. And so what I'm trying to figure out is if this is bad. Now, you see I still have it hooked up to the harness. And what I can do using my software, I can actually pulse it. Using the software, I can actually, let's see, pulse it. You can hear that. Did you hear that? Off, on, or I can do it like that. And so now it's pulsing. Turn that off. So I know this is working in terms of the solenoid opening and closing the valve, but what I don't know is if the valve is closing all the way, because of course if the valve is letting air in, it will increase the idle. And you can see I put this light in there. You can see there's light coming through there, and that valve should be closed, I think, all the way, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if these idle control valves on the NB2s close all the way, or if it's supposed to be a slight gap to allow an air. I don't think that's correct. I think they should be closed all the way. So then so if I turn it to on, you can see the gap is much wider. It's gone from like 50 thousandths to about 120 thousandths, maybe 100 thousandths. Then I click it off, and then the valve is closed again to about, I don't know, 40, 50 thousandths of a gap. But I'm not sure if that's right. So if anyone knows if this valve is supposed to be closed all the way, or if there's supposed to be a little gap in there, please let me know. Because a new idle control valve is like $200 some odd, almost $300 for a one by Mazda. Whoops. I actually have a spare one up at my brother's shop, which is 2 hours away, on the motor I bought a few months ago. So I guess I could pull it off of there. But if anyone knows if this is correct, if there's supposed to be a little gap there when that valve is closed, let me know. Just put a comment down there and let me know. Maybe this thing's okay and my problem is somewhere else. But I suspect it's that valve, and I don't think there's supposed to be a gap. But I don't know for sure. I can't find any information on the internet to tell me. And my brother actually didn't know. He wasn't sure. He thought maybe a gap is normal, but I think it should be closed all the way. But if you know, just leave me a comment down below. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.